For many chart types, we can add reference lines that help us to interpret the significance of the values in our charts. We can add a reference line from the More Actions menu on the chart, or from the Designer panel. When creating a reference line, we can choose to make it fixed or dynamic. A fixed reference line is set to a specific value. In this example, we'll set the value to 14%, which we need to enter as a decimal. Note that the line has been added to the chart. A fixed value will not change when we modify the chart by applying filters and rankings or drilling down into a hierarchy. The value remains the same at any level of the hierarchy. Now we'll change the reference line from fixed to dynamic. A dynamic reference line changes when what we view in the chart changes. Instead of a single value, we'll choose a measure on which to calculate the reference line. In this example, we'll use the same measure that we have displayed in the chart. The reference line is changed based on the default aggregation type of average. We can also choose to show the maximum or minimum. Note how the line changes when we choose each option. We can also select the version on which we want to base the reference line. When we drill down into the hierarchy, the dynamic reference line changes to reflect the new set of members on which the measure is aggregated. By default, the label for the reference line is the value, but we can give it a name instead. To restore the value, we can delete the label. If we want, we can modify the formatting by applying color to the areas above and below the reference line, or changing the color of the line or label. We can choose a predefined color swatch or define our own color. We can also add reference line filters for a dynamic reference line that restrict the members used in calculating the value for the line. For example, if we add a reference line filter for the EMEA region, the minimum value is reset to the value for the member. When we drill down again, the value is not recalculated based on the new context. When we close the Edit Reference Line panel, the line can be edited or deleted from here. Thanks for watching.